Yasir, how are you?
Yeah, not too bad. How are you?
I'm good. How's the week?
Yeah, it's all good. Just roaming around Australia, Melbourne, and everything. Yeah, it's not too bad. Yeah.
So I heard like you just completed your Masters of Business Information System from Swinburne
Yeah, I
University.
just completed my masters. I just submitted my assignments 15, 20 days ago, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and that's it. Yeah, we don't have exams, so yeah, you have to give 100% assessment, so you know that.
So can you share your overall experience at Swinburne University?
Swinburne is a very good university. Like the course structure of a Swinburne, if you go towards the internet and everything and you search it, the course structure of this particular curriculum is very good, and
Mm-hmm.
it gives a student a space and kind of understanding about your course, how
Mm-hmm.
you do it. Yeah.
So what made you choose Swinburne University for pursuing your
I
masters?
did my bachelor's in business, so then I thought that the business studies is like bit orthodox now, so you need some blend of IT and business
Mm-hmm.
together. So I researched the universities before coming here
Mm-hmm.
in England, in America, but the thing I found in England is the universities were just giving the business and IT. There were
Mm-hmm.
no blend at that time when I was searching,
Mm-hmm.
and then I looked at universities in Australia, and then I found universities like Deakin, RMIT, and then other universities. But when I searched the course structure,
Mm-hmm.
the course structure of Swinburne was very good. Like
Mm-hmm.
the specific business analyst course structure. That's why I
Mm-hmm.
chosen Swinburne University.
So were there any specific factors or strength you have seen before enrolling into the course except the coursework or just the coursework?
It depends. It depends what kind of background and studies you have before the course is starting.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, if in my case, I was just worried about the course structure because I knew that I had a background of business,
Mm-hmm.
so IT will be difficult for me. So I wanted a blend of business and IT.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I chosen, because Swinburne was given an equal equilibrium to IT and business.
Okay.
So that's why, yeah, I chosen.
So can you take us through the curriculum or the coursework that you studied there?
Yeah, see, this is one thing is you studied in first semester some courses regarding to the Excel, ISQL, and business,
Mm-hmm.
and then second starts with the random access modeling, and then it teaches you that the random access modeling is called RAM
Mm-hmm.
in university,
Mm-hmm.
and this subject is a prerequisite to the other modelings, and then you go towards the other modeling parts. Like now, this is a blend of IT, as I told you. So this is like you have to forecast the reports, sales reports, financing, accounting, but with the tools of visualization and everything. So
Mm-hmm.
in last, I have just studied Tableau for the first time.
Okay.
It was a very good experience to
Okay.
study Tableau as well. Yeah.
So did you get any internship or like those kind of experience while studying?
Uh, Look, I was here in 2019-20. Then I went back to the Pakistan, and
Mm-hmm.
I stuck over there as the COVID was here
Okay.
and the borders was closed.
Mm-hmm.
So I joined basically over there. The IBEX is a company where
Mm-hmm.
I worked as a business analyst, and then I worked for the local government of the province as also
Okay.
here.
So how's the classroom diversity for the course, like master's course?
Yeah, it depends like with what course you're doing,
Mm-hmm.
because definitely you're coming to an international other country, and there's so many local students here as well. So if you're choosing any kind of course that is IT or this kind of course, you'll feel much diverse than other local courses.
Mm-hmm.
So in my class, if I say personally to mine, there were so many people around from my country like Pakistan.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many people from coming from Turkey, from India, especially India and China.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many students from India, and even the Sri Lanka, Bangladesh. There's so many diversity. Yeah, it's a huge diversity in Swinburne. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now I'll ask you about your Australian experience. So what are some of the challenges you faced during your 2 years or 2 to 3 years of degree?
See, it's always been a challenging life if you like if you go towards the other country
Mm-hmm.
rather than studying in your country. So There's so many challenges. The first challenge was the environment of the house. Like you have to go out of your comfort zone. Like you're studying at your place, like in your country. You're studying your it on home. You have, like, in our culture, like Eastern culture, your parents support you. You do have, like, you don't have to do anything specifically. But when you come here, you have to do everything by yourself. This was the first challenge that I have accepted. And then you the environment and like the environment of the university.
Yeah.
There's so many students that study in a different kind of manner, and we study in a different kind of manner in Pakistan. And yeah, this is how you have to adjust yourself in these kind of things. Yeah.
So how did you overcome those challenges?
It usually take a bit time, but when usually, like, you feel yourself in a comfortable place in Australia. Like when I came in Melbourne in 2018, I like, I had a friend, and then I stayed at his home, and then I went to university for the first time. So it is a good for students to take orientation when they come here,
Okay.
because it gives you a bit much knowledge, know-how about the university. It gives you the like what university is about, and what how you can go to the university. That it creates the picture of the everything for the first day, and then it continues on. So it's continuous hard working here.
Okay.
But if you stop hard working, like international students, it's a bit of difficult if you just give up. But if you keep up the good work, it's very easy to overcome the challenges. Yeah.
Okay. So can you talk about any kind of a cultural adjustment that you did when you arrived in Australia?
See, there are so many cultural differences between East and West.
Yeah.
And Australia is always a Western country, so yes, we do have a cultural difference. And when I came here, because every language has different dialect and different kind of accents. So, and different kind of words being used.
Yeah.
Like in English, there's so many words which are not used in Australia but used in UK and America. So first you have to come here, you have to understand the environment, the culture, and then you can cope up with that.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the thing.
So how did you manage to
I managed, like, I did some kind of customer service job here.
Okay.
And then I did some like researches on how to overcome the challenges regarding culture and everything. Then I studied the Australian culture, what they're about, what they do, what they don't do, what they like, what they don't like. So yeah, so you have to be very careful about that, and I did it. So yeah.
So has studying in Australia has influenced your career goals and prospects?
Yeah, definitely, because Australian universities are one of the best universities in the world. Now, it's said to be that after England and America, Australia have some good universities. So definitely, and as I told you when we start this podcast before, that I wanted always a mixture of IT and business. So this was my career, that I should be moving towards the business analyst side, where the IT is, where the business is together, and then you can pursue your career from here. And studying in Australia is always a good part, because if you see this in Australia, you don't have to give, especially in Swinburne, you don't have to give bookish things like exams and everything. You have to be very practical. You have to give the assessments, the group works and everything. Then you in groups, you do have a very diverse students, like coming from Saudi. I do have a good friends that we have made in new groups, like coming from Saudi, coming from Canada, coming from other countries. Yeah, this is the thing. Yeah.
So I'll now ask you about your part-time jobs, because I know, like, a lot of students do a lot of part-time jobs while pursuing their degree, and I personally know, like, you also did a lot of part-time jobs. So can you take us through that journey?
When I came here first, like, I started that thing that everybody knows that about Australia is Uber and Uber Eats.
Yes.
So Uber
They
Eats,
delay everything, right?
Uber Eats, basically what's the thing is, Uber Eats is a food delivery. At that
Yeah.
time, it was just a food delivery,
Mhm.
but now they deliver the groceries and
Yeah.
other things as well.
Yes.
But before, when I came here, it was just a food. So I started when I came here. I thought a car should be needed, so I
Yeah.
bought a car here.
Yeah.
Then I opened my account. It's a very good, easy account. You can use your international license as well. So I did Uber Eats on that, and then after some time, there's a company named Geek Power.
Mhm.
What they do is they give labor to the entertainment industry.
Okay.
So where the thing is, a team of entertainment industry comes, and then we have to just give them a hand, like setting up the stage, setting up the videos. So I have, fortunately, I've joined that good company, and I've been backstaging for Taylor Swift.
Okay.
I've been backstaging for Post Malone,
Mhm.
Eminem. I've been like it was a very good. I have personally felt MCG because of that.
Yeah.
Amy Park
Mhm.
because of that. Road Level Arena. So it was a good job.
Okay.
So finding a job is very easy, and what I have learned in this in Australia, that nothing is small. You can do every kind of job, irrespective to what the nature of the job is. You can do the cleaning, you can do whatever you want, you can do how much, you can schedule your plannings and everything. There's nothing bad doing any kind of job here. Yes.
So that's a very good point that you mentioned about, like, no job is small while you are studying or after your graduations too. So, like, are there any special considerations like an international student should know in regards to part-time jobs?
See, what I prefer is part-time job is until you study
Yeah.
or until you find your degree job.
Yeah.
But the focus should be on the degree job. The part-time is definitely a part-time. That's why it's a part-time.
Yeah.
It's not a full-time.
Yeah.
It is called part-time because you have to go through that phase. That's why you do that job.
Correct.
But once you feel like that now you can attend the full-time job or whatever the thing is, you should focus on full-time rather than part-time. Because in here there's so many things you can do on part-time, but for full-time you have to make your path, you have to make your goal, and you have to cross these paths and goals by yourself. Yes.
Finally, reflecting on your journey as an international student, how would you describe your overall impact on your life or on your career?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely, if you're an international student, you set the goal for either you're living in Australia, you're living in other side,
Yeah.
you're living to the other country. If you're an international student and passed out from a renowned university, you are in the club of international students.
Yeah.
So it's like you are filtered, you know. So when you passed out from a good uni, that is a big repo or a good name.
Yeah.
So it gives you a good kind of future aspects to be to get a job or to set a business.
Yeah.
So it's always been a different studying international or studying locally.
Okay.
And then in my career, in my life, what I have, you will learn a lot. You will learn from your mistakes. You will learn a lot from what you have done, what you should have done, and you haven't done it yet.
Yeah.
So this is the points that you guys we should have made. Like I have made some points that what should I have done and what I haven't done.
Yeah.
So yeah, so this like studying as an international student is not that easy. It's challenging, but on the other side, you are groomed. You have your own independency.
Yeah.
You take your decisions by self. So there's like always a pros and cons, but I think in studying internationally has more kind of pros than the cons. Yeah. So yeah, that it for me it was an amazing journey.
Okay.
As an international student, and yeah, I hope everyone has a good journey. And just I want to say that before coming to Australia, just research what you're doing and what you have to do. Like if you want these kind of courses, then at least we should know something about Excel, something about IT.
Mm-hmm.
If you are an IT student, you want this course, you should know something about business studies. So this is like you have to be very, you can say, prepared to come here as an international student here.
Okay. And the final question, like any advice you want to give to the future international students, like who wants to study at the Swinburne or even in Australia?
Yes, if someone wants to study in Australia, in Swinburne, any other uni, this is what I told before, that the first point, it should be the point of concern should be the research of the structure of the course.
Mm-hmm.
And then second thing is finances.
Mm-hmm.
So how you manage your finances, I don't know about India, but students from Pakistan, I know that we don't have any kind of education loan.
Mm-hmm.
So towards to the any students who don't have education loan or
Mhm.
like countries like Pakistan, so you have to manage your finances here.
Correct.
Because when you're coming to Australia, any international country, your first premium goal should be a degree.
Okay.
You have to complete your degree, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you have to be very kind of perspective, very kind of you can say focused on the point that I have to complete the degree. Then you have to manage the finances.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have finances to study in a big uni, you should come.
Okay.
And if you don't have finances to cop up with the big uni,
Mhm.
you can go with the other institutes as well. You can change it up here.
Mm-hmm.
And this was the second point. And third advice
Mm-hmm.
will be prepare yourself from home.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you haven't started the visa application now, or you've got the visa, start preparing yourself. Like, because when you come here, it's not easy. You will be having homesickness.
Correct.
You will be having kind of issues that you haven't faced in India or Pakistan or in Bangladesh or Sri Lanka, wherever you're coming from.
Yeah, correct.
You haven't faced any kind of these kind of homesickness or something like before. So mentally strongness is a very good thing.
Mm-hmm.
Keep yourself mentally strong coming here.
Yeah.
It's not just a trip that comes and goes.
Yeah.
It's a long journey that have to be started.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's three advices: that course structure, research should be very good.
Mm-hmm.
Then make your things plan according to the finances, and last but not least, that you should be very kind of, I told you
Yeah.
that strongly mentally strong to accept the challenges and
Mhm.
everything for the
Okay.
international students and everything. Yeah.
Thank you, Yasir, very much for giving me a
No,
time on
it's
the
a
Sunday.
pleasure of it's a pleasure
Yeah.
of mine here to
Thank
be.
you.
No worries, have a good day.